Well, the Worcester Railers finally return to the DCU Center tonight after a long 7-game road stretch, taking on the Reading Royals at 7:05 p.m. here tonight. Cam McGuire standing alongside Railers general manager and head coach David Cunniff. Well, Cunny, before we preview this one tonight, it sure feels great to be back on home ice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. It was just great being around the locker room today and the weight room and seeing the guys in our building. It's nice to be home.
Well, the Railers returned from their 6-game Western road trip on Sunday, and then it was a quick turnaround heading to Reading, Pennsylvania on Tuesday, and falling in the shootout on Wednesday by the score of 3-2. Just kind of talk about that game and how you thought your team played.
You know, I thought we looked fatigued. I thought we competed extremely hard. I'm proud of the group. Our guys show up, and they gave us everything they had. But I just think with the travel from out west and coming back, I definitely think there was we had an issue with fatigue, and I don't think it was so much. I thought we brought our physical energy, but it was more mental energy. We just weren't as sharp as we normally are. That being said, man, we had a ton of scoring chances. We had so many different good looks and chances to win. You have to give their goalie credit, their team credit. I thought Ellie played extremely well for us, gave us a chance to win. So it was disappointing losing in the shootout, but all in all, the way we didn't have our A game, that's for sure, so getting a point was important.
Yeah, you had to be happy with the way your team battled back, obviously down 2-1 heading into the third, and Reese Newkirk that goal in the opening couple minutes, and then you guys played pretty well in the third and able to force overtime and then obviously go to this shootout, so you pick up that 1 point, and that's one that you could look back on and say, hey, that was a huge point when we returned in Reading.
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the year, they add up, those points, and they're frustrating a lot of times when you're going through it, but at the end of the year, when you really look at it, you go, oh, man, you look at how tight things are, and I guess as long as you're not in the loss column, you're at least moving forward. So, I thought our guys, competing, and all in all, getting the point was, it's important that you continue to try and make ground up because, it's a tight division.
Talk about Colton Ellis. He was fantastic once again. 39 saves on Wednesday night, but you're going to go with Jimmy Parita here tonight. He was awesome last Saturday in Idaho, making 35 stops. Just kind of talk about the decision going with Jimmy here tonight.
Jimmy, he played so well for us. He deserves another start. So, we have 3 games this weekend. We can't put Ellie in all of them. Ellie's a great goalie, and we'd like to use him as much as we can. But, we're very comfortable with Jim. Jim goes in and just wins for us. So, we're comfortable with that. And then that'll give Ellie the 2 games, Saturday, Sunday against Maine. And us and Maine are a lot closer than, we want to win every game. We're hopefully chasing teams ahead of us. But the games against Maine, it's the elephant in the room. That's basically the playoffs, whether we make the playoffs or not.
After tonight, it's going to be 3 straight games against the Maine Mariners. Those are going to be huge games, but obviously a big game here tonight, and you got some reinforcements from the AHL earlier today. Obviously, Mike Cornell back with the Railers. Our fans know Cornell from previous seasons, but I want to ask you now about Mitchell Balmus, who's coming from the Springfield Thunderbirds, who's been a prolific scorer in junior hockey and collegiate hockey, and he should have a lot of scoring up front.
Yeah, man, he's a player. I've been watching him now for 2 years. I watched him when he was in juniors, and then he went to Canadian College and he lit it up. He played with Anthony Rapace, so they were line mates for 1 year in Canadian University, and he scores every which way. I'm telling you, he scores on one-timers, he scores at the front of the net, he scores on breakaways and shootouts, and he's definitely a scorer. But what I like him is he has hockey sense. He's involved in plays, he's in the play. He's not just offense. He's a 200-foot hockey player. So we'll definitely take any offense he gives us, but we trust him as a hockey player, definitely.
Well, Connie, lastly here, one more for you. Key to tonight's victory. You got one key. What are you going with?
I think the key is playing fast. We need to break out extremely fast and hopefully, play behind their D. I think that's going to be the secret tonight. If we can make them defend, we'll be okay.
Well, as always, Connie, thank you for your time and have some fun tonight.
Thanks, Cam.